Fuck, I've got to do the fucking impression again.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah. Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. This is the Failrace Filming Crew podcast. On the last video, we were actually given a comment, which was fantastic, and it was by Louis A, and it was called The Knights of the Roll Table. And if this video was called The Knights of the Roll Table, we'll know that Alex has looked at it. We're also going to be trying to trip Alex up throughout the video as well. So Alex, if you're watching this, keep an ear out. Okay, so it's the 24th of January 2021. Up until now, these are the videos that have been released that include the filming crew. And yeah, so no Alex today, fortunately. It's just we've been left to our own devices. While the cats are away, the mice will play, so to speak. Right then. I am Lado, Ladosaurus, or as I wish the ladies would call me, the Tower of Power. I've already done that joke once when we did an outtake, and it didn't go down that well that time either, but you know what they say.
Lost the second time.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so just to clarify, this podcast is exclusively for the filming crew members. So people like ODM Nick, who only take part in Survive the Hunt,
Who's heard of him?
won't be. Is it ODM Nick?
Fire.
It's Nick, isn't it? What's his game tag? It's Nick. It's just Nick. But he takes part in the Survive the Hunt. Doesn't take part in the races. So Nick, if you're watching this, also Bumpy's never allowed in either. Just no reason at all. Sorry, Bumpy, you're not allowed in.
Partly because his internet is pretty shocking.
Who, Bumpy?
Yeah, he lives on a boat.
Yeah, Bumpy lives on a boat, but
He would probably also outshow all of us because it's just Bumpy being Bumpy.
Bumpy and Lado shouting over each other for
yeah,
an hour.
well, Bumpy's a character. Bumpy's a character, and that's why you're never allowed in, because you will upstage me. Anyway, so right, without further ado, you've already heard some of them speak before, so I'm going to introduce you to the filming crew that are joining me today. So here on my right, your left, or probably your right as well, we have the light blue lady, the cyan cyclone, or the coral crasher. We have Rare Glisker 1.
Hello. Well, at least those nicknames don't sound innuendo up the wazoo, unlike the next ones coming up.
Just you wait. So, no, thank you, Glisker, for taking part in this. We really appreciate it. We'll be referred to you as Glisker because we do shorten names, as you would expect. So, down here, with the very brown colour around them, we have the Ivory Intruder, the Porcelain Penetrator, the White Wizard, Impega 1957. Thank you for joining, Impega.
Hello. I don't even.
I do
How
want
do you
to
respond to that?
Well, I do want to point out the reason why these nicknames are these nicknames is mainly because of the colour of the cars that they race in. So, Impega races in white cars.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Glisker races. Wow.
Oh no, yours is
Baby diarrhea.
So, here with the black background, fittingly actually, we have the Jet Black Midnight Menace, aka the Onyx Overtaker. We have Liam T007. So we have Liam here. Thank you for joining, Liam.
Hello. I will say it's not black on my end. It's dark grey. And I just want to point out it's dark grey in everything.
Is it
well,
dark
that's it.
grey?
You might as well
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
start again. Start again.
yeah, cheers, yeah. We'll start this again.
Ruined. Completely ruined.
Cheers. And here, the only other person with the webcam on, we got desperate and asked Ewan. So, hello, Ewan. No.
You know how
I was
desperate, because Lado planned nicknames to me, Impega, and Liam, and Ewan doesn't get a nickname.
No.
It's just Ewan.
I'm okay with this considering I heard the other ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, you do have a shit-coloured car, to be fair. So, I mean,
It's frosty gold. I think you'll find.
Bleep.
oh no. There might be a swear warning. We didn't really swear much in the last one, even though I did a swear warning.
No.
So if I don't do a swear warning, we can swear more.
Let's
in this
make
one.
up for it in this one.
Yeah, exactly. So don't say shit or bollocks or anything like that. None of that. Right. Okay. So I said in the last podcast that what we would do is if you asked a few questions, we would answer them, and we'll do the same pretty much every month. So if you ask a couple of questions, we'll try our best to answer a few of them just at the start. So on the last podcast, so Towns Potter asks, and I'm going to throw this out to everyone. So if you've got an answer for it, do chime in, please. How do you proceed when an important crew member leaves? As in, how do you replace filming crew members? Anyone?
We don't really
We haven't had
replace
to do it
people
much.
particularly. Like we just every so often somebody will turn up who interacts with everyone a lot, and we'll just add them in.
Yeah.
They're never really to replace anyone in particular. Sort of.
Generally speaking, if you get into Verse Community, and there used to be more avenues because Alex used to stream more. If you get into Verse Community and do surprisingly well, we'll, at least in front of someone, if it's just Alex and we've already got a pretty full filming crew, probably won't happen at all. But if you do it in front of Alex, in front of other people, if you make a good impression, then you're halfway there, really.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think Alex has added anyone personally for about 5 years. So...
Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot of nepotism.
Yeah.
If you know what nepotism is.
Opens dictionary. Right. So yeah, basically, yeah. If you impress kind of the filming crew by driving sensibly and clean and things like that, then yeah, we'd be open.
You don't even necessarily need to be the fastest.
You don't need to be fast.
No.
Lado
Definitely
knows
not,
this.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just, I just got lucky. I just won a
It's
lottery.
more if you're like a clean racer, I think that.
Yeah, you sort of
That's more of a-
easy to get on with and
Yeah.
sort of do what they're told sometimes.
Glisco got in before the clean racing rule, but
Danger Man got in
He
before the
introduced
do
it.
what you're told
Oh,
rule.
yeah. Right, we'll go on to the next question. Fake Gun Rocks, awesome name, asks, on each GTA 5 race when Alex is... I'm going to read this exactly how it was, by the way. So, on each GTA 5 race when Alex is start recording, are you guys planning on doing some crazy stuff before it hits the minute mark, or does it just random happily out of nowhere?
It's 16 people shouting in a party,
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
whatever the hell they want. They're like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's do that.
Most
Never
of the
really
time
works.
when you do it, we are seeing the map for the first
Yeah.
time, so we haven't the
Yeah.
foggiest of ideas what we're doing.
Occasionally, the curator will like leave an area for us to go to, but
Yes,
most of the time it is
there was
just
there was one time
shouting.
we did, and I do not remember the track for the life of me. I think it was a good track, but I don't remember the track for the life of me. Where the
Only
creator
really good
had
tracks.
put in a tiny little center racetrack in the middle of
Oh,
the
yeah,
big
I
racetrack that
remember
we were
that.
actually racing. Was it Brazen? Was that a Brazen track?
it does sound like a brazen thing to do.
Is it
Yeah.
Scotty? I can't remember. One of the
Might
two.
have been a Scotty track.
It was, yeah, I remember Brazen Scotty,
Not sure.
the main one.
I do remember that though.
Mm.
That was a good track.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, like it just comes to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, most of the time it is just shouting.
Yeah, it's just yeah. So yeah, as if we kind of pre-plan anything. We haven't even pre-planned this podcast.
I didn't know I was on this till 20 minutes ago.
Right, so Brian Carpenter asks, would it be possible for the blimp or helicopter pilots to record the hunt? Funny you should say that.
Yes,
Danger Man has actually done that himself.
yes, it's
It's
possible.
possible.
Plug his
Yeah.
chat.
Whether
It would
you'd want
be
to
awful
actually see
to
it,
watch.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's 42 minutes of watching just something float about. I don't
Yeah,
think
you'll
you'd be
see a,
able to
little,
see
a few
them.
And-
pixels in the distance
Yeah.
disappearing off every
And
once
it
in a
would
while.
be
If-
wet in the snow.
if
so-
Survive the Hunt happened in a 100% daytime, clear sunny sky the entire time, I'd say
out of the city,
okay,
maybe.
yeah, that'd be fine, right? You'd probably see a lot of what's going on. However, GTA doesn't play like that. GTA goes night and also goes foggy,
Mhm.
and
And the
It's-
rain.
at one point in the
Yeah.
year goes
And the
snowy.
buildings.
It's
Yeah.
not good.
No.
We
It's
get this
really
a lot
not
where
good.
people ask us to like record the hunter's perspective and stuff,
Mhm.
and most of the time you don't see a lot for the majority of it.
No,
You're just
you ha-
following instructions.
No.
You're sort of racing around, just catch a glimpse of them every so often. It's
I
not
mean,
gonna be
Longbow
fun
does
to watch.
Longbow does film his perspective, and he does do a good job of that. And I think that's probably the best place for it, Longbow and Dangerman.
Yeah.
So have a look at theirs. But yeah, fucking shameless plug on
And you
them.
are-
They should be paying me for that. And
Yeah.
the last question is basically just asking for more Survive the Hunt, which you don't want more.
You don't see the other side of it, where we
Yeah.
take an entire night
Yeah.
to film to do
I
one.
would say that Survive the Hunt
there's-
wasn't a monthly thing. Let's just bear that in mind.
there's
Survive was
another
not a
side
monthly
to
thing.
it too,
Yeah.
where yes, okay, if we did it weekly and put it out weekly, we'd get bored of doing it because we quite like doing other things as well. To get a good Survive the Hunt will take one evening, if not more, and that usually is like 3 to 4 hours of possibly recording. The other side to it too is on Alex's YouTube side. If you put out a lot of this content, if you regurgitate a lot of the same stuff,
Gets a bit
and
stale.
it gets stale, not only, anecdotally, there is evidence with the the statistics, what do they call it, the
Analytics.
analytics, where it will drop off in viewers, it will drop off in success, and eventually
People get burnt out with it.
what else does Alex have to do? You saw this with basically any Forza game as it ages will do that. Verse Community, until Alex decided I'm not calling them Verse Communities anymore, they were on a sharp decline downwards.
Just because
And it's unfortunate.
weren't interested in motorsport anymore.
Yeah,
sadly.
it's just the way YouTube goes. But at the same time, it's like we can't be asked making another Survive the Hunt every month.
If we'd done it every
No,
week,
so
God, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
the one that's
imagine
coming out
that.
next month, there's about 4 attempts before that,
Yeah,
which
that was
were
a whole
all
night.
pretty
Yeah.
boring and didn't really amount to much. It's like
So
We can talk about those a little bit, because we won't talk about the main one because of course Alex will have the discussing videos on it. There's a problem in GTA which I quite like to discuss, which is where when you're holding a weapon, right, you tend to not have a problem. But if you are holding a grenade, a sticky bomb, or whatever, right, even if you haven't got it selected in your hand, if someone shoots a bullet and a stray bullet hits where that would be, the sticky bomb's still going to blow up.
You'd
So a
think
lot of-
that's like a 1 in a billion chance, but in Survive the Hunt during just attempts, I've seen that like countless times, and I've never seen
we've
it
had
in
it a
free
few
roam.
times.
I've never seen it in just normal free roam, just playing GTA.
We used to think, and I don't think this happens anymore, but it may happen, is we used to think it'd be, they've shot the fuel tank, but I think that may only be a thing in single player anymore. But I think what we previously interpreted as that is actually someone shooting the sticky bomb by accident.
Mhm.
And all that and much other things besides are why we don't film Survive the Hunt as often as the YouTube commenters say they want it.
Yeah, you think you want it. but,
frustrating
yeah.
experience.
Well, these questions went on a lot longer than I thought they would, to be fair.
There's a lot of things to say, to be fair.
Yeah, we could probably talk about Survive the Hunt
We could.
questions all for an entire podcast, probably.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do then is, for the time being, we'll sort of shelve that. Thank you, everyone, for your questions. We do appreciate it. If you've got any more questions, put them down, and we'll read some of them out on the next one. If your question doesn't get read out, I do apologise. Can't get through all of them.
If you have questions for specific people, that will be a great way of gauging who you want to see on the next one.
Yeah.
Try not to request people who have been in the ones previously, because, well, the ones immediately previously, if we get that far. Because we don't want to, just go for the same people over and over and over. We want to have more people.
Exactly. We're sick of Ewan.
I think
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's
I think-
so
I
much
think-
Ewan.
Ever again. I'm
Yeah,
gone.
I think the only person you can really ask a question for is Lado, because he will be here every single podcast.
Oh, yeah. I will be here till the end of time.
Can't get rid of him.
Yeah. No,
Like
not,
he's
not
like a
unicorn
limpet.
again. Yeah, not unicorn
Make
again.
sure your volume.
Yeah, make sure my volume's no!
Yeah.
Oh, that's gone. I
Yeah,
was fully expecting just to
Rip
hear
headphone
that.
users.
it's there, yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah. Did I shout? Yeah. Warn them afterwards, that's the point. That's the case. Right. So let's get on to some videos. The first video we're going to talk about is a track that I made called Formula One on Ice. Now, there's not really much to talk about on this one, so I mean, if you want to just do a one-word answer, then we can just move straight on to the next one. It's not a
Good.
problem.
Winning.
Yes, Bliska,
course.
you won both of them.
Yeah.
So
I like the snow. I like the
that was a
snow in
laugh.
GTA. It's good
it's good in
fun.
the snow, not in the Formula One cars.
I got very lucky. I will say the Formula One race is the one I want to talk about here. I got incredibly lucky in that. Everyone gets lucky in if they keep their aero,
Yeah, that was
which Alex didn't, and Alex got screwed.
But he came off the jump, and that's when he lost it all. That was weird. Like I never lost it in there. I don't think
You
anyone
have
else
to
did.
land. You have to land that thing flat. You can't land it on the rear end or the front. You'll just lose your arrow.
Oh.
I got very lucky towards the end. So it was last lap. We were heading towards the loop de loop on it, and I think Longbow, me and Impega, I'd like to say, and I think someone else got into a kerfuffle at the front at the loop, and I ended up falling, but I fell down in the gap
You could
on
just
the
keep
other
it.
side of the loop. So I just went off, and at that point, I had a
Yeah, hugely.
irredeemable lead. There was no catching me for the last few corners of that.
No.
No way.
It's-
So I got very very lucky.
wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that was a good track. I enjoyed that. The Civics were good.
I had a very dramatic accident. I think in the other car. Was it the Dominator? Was it?
the
No, it's
Sugoi or Sahoy or
the-
whatever. it
the little-
is.
yeah.
Oh
little
yeah,
Civic.
sorry, that was it. Yeah, had a very dramatic sort of Hollywood style barrel rolling exploding accident.
Nearly right over
Right in front of Alex.
Didn't you and Larry just keep crashing into each other? Try to catch
No,
Yeah,
hang on. I remember this. You two, actually, Gliska and Impega, I'm pretty sure, both knocked me off the track, clear off the track, on a corner where there was no need for me to go off the track. It was so weird.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You
yeah.
got fully punted out.
Flown
And
off.
there was a
and-
barrier as well.
yeah.
That was great.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Liam wasn't on that one, were you? Liam, you weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Just wasn't there.
Yeah.
One.
So yeah, I mean that's it really. I mean that's as much with that track as much that we need to talk about. So we can. I think all four of you were actually in the next video. I wasn't, which is fine. No one invited me.
Or you signed up late.
No, I don't
That's
think I
more
signed up at all. Actually,
I'll do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
that'll be
you
the
see,
reason.
you CBA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So the next one is Classic Street Race. If you remember this, it was where you were racing the stock classic car tournament. So
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
this was with the
Yeah.
rounds. Gliska, you were in the 2000 GT. Liam was in the Skyline, and Impega was in the Alfa Romeo GTA. Ewan, I can't remember what you were in. I think you were in the Porsche.
I was in the 914. Yeah.
Yeah. I apologise. This is how this podcast is going to go. It's going to be me telling everyone what these three have been in, and then
Because I didn't volunteer.
It triggers our memories. To be fair,
Yeah.
Yeah.
2000
Try
GT,
them.
god awful.
Beautiful car.
Yeah.
But
I love the car. It is gorgeous, beautiful, whatever. It's a barge. It's an absolute barge.
The Porsche was quite decent actually. I bet the Alpha first round.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
The Alpha was nice to drive. It wasn't very fast.
Wasn't quick, yeah.
That it's the surprise because the Alpha is
It's a
a
really nice
leaderboard car. In
Yeah,
most
upgraded.
cases.
Like ridiculous, but stock is just didn't quite have enough go.
Yeah.
Alex
I would
definitely
say
had for that.
on like my end, like I don't know why, but it's just Japanese cars in that like the year was just very bouncy and very like
I think they're
heavy.
all bouncy.
yeah. Because even on mine, I was surprised at just how soft and springy it is.
I think the
And
Skyline had some speed to it though. I
yeah,
know.
it had good straight line speed, but that was it. It had some good speed, but it was just very. It was very lazy. The word I'll put it, just a lazy
I will
car.
I will say one particularly standout moment was when I got pretty much assassinated by a,
Oh my God.
a traffic AI.
There'll be a clip of this. So at one point, one of the AI, because we have to place cars around to block the AI, one of the AI had grown impatient and decided to push
It was-
past Blakey into the line of traffic and assassinate and peg her out of the lane.
Yeah, it could have not have done a
I'm
better
master
job of
three.
taking me out.
Yeah,
But
it
it-
just like, nah, I'm done. You're
How
getting
did-
taken out.
But how did it completely like turn you invisible on Alex's screen? Was it like
I
that's-
think
I
it was.
didn't turn invisible. It took me out of the race effectively, and I just sort of drove
that
round
Yeah,
the corner.
the camera angle was so much as Pega disappears round the corner essentially when Alex is looking onwards, and it's just really unfortunate that he didn't manage to catch it. But we did get it on camera in other ways, so that's
okay.
good, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got hopefully we've got what we've started putting. We put a channel on Discord for podcast clips. So basically, when anything happens like this, we just get people to record it so that we can put it in so that you can see. So that's good. And then Alex won the whole thing with his Elan. Like
It was very, very fast.
he obviously went for that one for a reason, I would say.
Yeah, that was night and day difference.
Hmm.
It was really quick. I
It
was
was
like,
ridiculous. I mean, it just made a mockery of everything, didn't it? Really.
there's some good overtakes, but yeah,
Hmm.
it was quick.
Hmm.
Definitely the quickest.
But
Did he
anything
win
else
that one?
on that video? I mean, there's not really much that I can say because I wasn't there.
He
but is
won
there
it, yeah.
any- Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hated how my car drive.
Yeah, 'cause I think I was actually still in the party. Actually, I think I was busy doing
You
something
might have
else.
been in the
You were
party.
probably
And
building a
you-
track.
Yeah.
I was probably building a track because Lado tracks are.
There's one
but-
coming up.
Yeah, but it might have been released after we've recorded
That's-
this. So it's the
that's true.
24th today. So fingers crossed it's out on Monday.
If you haven't watched Brown Pants yet, and it is out, watch
Gosh.
it.
Oh,
It has,
okay.
it has to be
that's
called that.
that's
now.
the
It's
annoying
said.
thing. Like that's the annoying thing, right? That there are so many clips in the podcast at the moment from Brown Pants, and it's not been released before this podcast because that would have been absolutely awesome.
Okay, this is your moment, Lado. You're going to be editing this. If Brown Pants goes out soon,
Yeah.
shove all those clips right here.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Brown Pants.
Just-
yeah, and
We'll just play some like elevator
Yeah,
music for a
and we'll
minute or
just
two.
put
And
it-
just,
we'll just fuck over whoever's
Yeah.
in the like the what's it called, the next podcast or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
but no, I'll probably
Let's call it the the Brown Pants montage of clips.
Brown Pants intermission.
I'm
Insert-
glad it's not
yeah.
out yet. 'cause
Insert
I
Brown
would be
Pants
getting-
intermission if it's not. No, it should be out in the next couple of days. If it's not, this whole point, if it's not out before this podcast, this will all be completely irrelevant to everyone that's watching. So the 20,000 people
It'll
that
make it enticing though.
Yeah,
That's true.
Watch
That'd be
Brown Pants. Anyway, right. So the
What
next
if it's not
video.
called that?
Huh?
What if it's not called that? What the hell's Brown Pants?
Wow, I slipped Alex 20p to do
okay.
it. So
20p?
yeah.
generous.
Oh,
His Twitch donation is still up. So if you want to bribe Alex, do it through that. That's not true. I don't know if that's actually the case. Don't do that. Right. The next video is Survive the Hunt 30. This was the one in the snow. There's not much really to talk about this. It was so long ago, I can't barely remember it. There's only a few things really to remember. Ewan getting blown up at the beginning for throwing snowballs. Chris getting
That's
run
right.
over straight after.
Which stopped the fate completely.
Yeah. What I will do, though, quickly, is I will insert this clip of Liam coming over a jump. So I'll insert it here,
He's had a big crack.
and I'll play it again,
He's had a big crack.
and again,
He's had a big crack.
and in slow-mo.
It's slow mo.
Yeah, it's going to play it. It's going to continue to play it so many times because it's just the best noise ever. So, yeah.
Oh, that is
He's had a big crack.
the best scream I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's,
swear. It was
it's-
perfect.
Okay,
And the car
so-
just tumbling over. Oh.
Yeah, so so the reason why it did what it did was because when Alex hit the jump, he took out the traffic sign, like the pole lights, And because I was keeping a safe distance because when it was like, well, it was midway through the hunt. It was just me who was sort of in range, so I was giving like communications to everyone. And I don't want to risk me trying to do a maneuver to slow him down, to then try and kill him, and then he gets away, and then I lose sight of him, and no one else is around him.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, I'll stay back. So when I took the jump, I was like, right, he's taking the jump. Thought, okay, keeping it flat, nice and easy. He clips the pole. I land on top of said pole, and then it just lifts my car up into space and oblivion, and hence why the scream was like, I'm gonna die if I land. Help me.
Genuine terror.
Yeah. It's like you're in the car. It was so weird. It was funny. It was awesome. But yeah, I mean, how you remember that, I have no idea. Like,
I think because
he gets Vietnam flashbacks.
Talking about it. Yeah, whenever we
goes
do
to
like
sleep at night, he sees it.
Yeah.
You see that
And here's
pole. Yeah.
And the other really only discernible thing from that is that in Pega you were in a go-kart and you bloody hated it. I remember you absolutely.
I tried
hated
it. I thought it might be something different because if it had quick acceleration stuff, it might help. But no, being in the snow, in the dry, it might have been quite good. But no, the snow didn't help it. It was sketchy.
Yeah.
We also ban all-wheel drive cars for that, so I couldn't use my sun cam.
Well remembered. See, I knew there was a point we invited you in. I knew there was a point.
Well, for that, can I go now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we
Don't actually go.
Okay.
We had sports cars and all-wheel drive things banned, and then the first thing Alex finds is a 9F, which was great.
I remember, yeah, you
And
were
then
you were really annoyed about that.
So
Yeah,
that
a little bit.
okay. From that point on, we've invented a new rule, which you'll see in upcoming Survivor hunts, where Alex now whenever we find him in say a sports car, a high-end sports car like a 9F or a Rapid GT. From that point on, once identified in one, we are allowed to use them now. So you'll start seeing more of that hopefully in the future. Same goes for Sultan's, by the way. If he uses Sultan, we've got carte blanche to use it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. The amount of times we found him and he's just bolted in straight line, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wonderful.
It's
not great to
it's
watch.
not a chase.
Well, it's something
No.
that
Fun to watch.
I mean, that's what Alex said. I can't remember. He said it in an interview where he said, "This is how you sort of tweak Survive the Hunt. You know, things sort of change, and it just brings up sort of where."
Oh
and
yeah,
everything.
absolutely. It's
So-
nothing like it what the original ones were.
No.
Just 'cause-
Obviously even worse for that, but yeah, I've watched them and they're definitely nothing like this.
No.
And a lot of
yeah.
I think the first Survive the Hunt I watched was the one in. Can't remember. Anyway.
Incredible.
Yeah, nothing but the best quality from
You
the
know that
Failrace
one?
Filming Group
I can
podcast.
remember.
Yeah. I think it might be the one with the van on it. But I think everyone's watched that on the internet. So yeah, but that's really all we've got to talk about. Survive the Hunt. Like we say this. I'm going to say this every time. There's discussing the Survive the Hunt video. There's other Survive the Hunt videos talking about the Survive the Hunt. There's so much about it. You don't want us rambling on about nothing. But we'll play the Liam clip again.
He's had a big crack.
I just want to.
You know what?
That clip's going to come in everything.
You know what? This is what we should do. Like, if you want to watch Survive the Hunt 30 and just a scream, timestamp. Somebody's put it in the comment section. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone
Make
will
a
put
meme
that.
out of it.
Yeah.
Make it a meme.
You're already a
It's
meme.
already.
Liam, you're already a meme.
I think you need to make it like a reaction to whenever somebody makes a joke or something on the podcast. Just play Liam scream after
Yeah,
it.
we need a sound clip.
but, yeah. Right, so moving away from Survive the Hunt a little bit. Sticking with GTA 5. The next video is Slidey Snow Fun. Again,
I
with
love that.
fucking slidey tracks. I can't stand them.
Now, this is funny because I found that was the best driving
I-
experience I've ever
I
had in
agree.
GTA.
It drove like a car almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not just infinite grip like GTA 5 has normally. They just
Yeah.
like you had to actually plan ahead and brake and steer and things like you would in a little 1980s was it Corolla? Is it the Futo?
Yeah.
It'd be the A86, wouldn't it?
As much
Yeah,
as I
well,
like
The Levin?
having
Is it the Levin, Kliska? You're the Kliska.
Yeah,
She is the.
Okay. It is a Toyota A86. It is a Levin coupe.
There
Yeah.
we go.
I know cars. Come
I know
come to me instead of Alex for your car knowledge.
We might as well. Alex doesn't know diddly squat about cars.
Oh, yeah.
fired.
He does.
And that was the last we ever saw of Impega. So yeah, Ewan actually won the first race on that one. So see, I've got that in my notes. I've got that in my notes. So it's
There you
like,
go.
it does
That's why
happen.
he's
You
here.
knew
was
you were
just
going to invite me.
It was either you or Bumpy, and there's no chance we're inviting Bumpy. So yeah, basically, Ewan, you won that first one. That was good in the
No,
Futo.
I enjoyed that race a lot. If you can get away at the front and escape for the
Yeah,
turn one
the
crash,
the
Yeah,
the,
that's
the
right.
thing we learned with that is
You want to
that's
be out
important. You want to be out front mainly because catch up and slipstream is actively out to screw you over
Oh,
in
yes.
that sort of race.
if you're in
The
last,
further
There-
back you are, the worse the car got to drive.
In-
I wouldn't
In
say
the
that.
second
Very odd.
race, the Mamba race, me and Impega got away at the front.
Yeah.
I could never overtake Impega. Not that I was slower than him. I was too much faster than his car was going. So I kept overdriving the car in an attempt to
Yeah.
catch up to him.
it was a
And
weird-
because if I get close enough to slipstream, suddenly my brakes are gone.
Mhm.
It
So
was normally
screwed at
later
that
in the straight when you were about to start braking anyway.
it was
You
weird. that the
slipstream catch up usually works fine, just not on a slidey, snowy race. It just is 5 times worse.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
general, I really enjoyed that. It was
It was
great
good
fun.
fun. I hope
I
we
wish
do
we
more.
did.
I
You
like
enjoyed that
that.
enough to win the second race in the Mamba.
Don't you, lad? Or you
Yeah.
hope you do more of them.
I parked up. You see me? I parked up on the side.
You were like,
I will
"Nah, I'm
never.
done."
If I make a track for Slippy Slidey, I will make a cheat route just that I know of, and I will just drive under everyone. And
You will only drive.
Yeah.
You will only know it for 1 lap, and the rest of us will be onto you.
Yeah, like,
Yes.
that's true. Yeah, you'll just see
Yeah.
one dot in the map just go across everyone as they're going like that. But yeah, so Dangerman made that map, and I don't thank him for it. So
I
yeah,
do, I enjoyed
no,
it.
delete it.
I
had
was-
no fun with it.
Yeah, I was gonna didn't take part in that.
Yeah, you know. But
No,
It
you
was
probably
a
would have done
mixed
quite
bag.
good in that one.
It didn't.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It didn't really have the intended effect. I don't think the snow made the grip that much worse than
No,
what
that
it
was-
would have been.
Mhm.
It was about the same as the rain, I think.
Well,
But-
it's like
Yeah.
with the F1 cars, is that we thought that the grip in the F1 cars was going to be ridiculous. We thought in the snow they would just slide about, but they were really grippy as well. So yeah, the
Yeah.
snow and sort of things like that. So yeah, but the snowy slidey fun track again, horrible. Everyone liked it. Everyone else liked it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I
Yeah,
just,
if
you know,
GTA
it could
6
get good.
ever comes out, I hope it does go more towards that sort
I
of
agree.
driving.
As much as I
Slightly
like
back
having
towards GTA
infinite
4 a
grip,
little bit. Not all the way, but sort of
Yeah.
halfway
Somewhere
between.
in between.
Mhm.
Make the sports and super handle like they do now. Make a primo handle like a primo should.
yeah,
Yeah, basically.
You heard it here, Rockstar.
Yeah,
Chris will
yeah.
hate me for that. He loves the primo.
he does.
It's not me. Yeah, Chris's favorite car is.
It
the
should be a
Primo.
big barge that bounces around everywhere.
Segue to the next
Hey.
video.
Wow.
It's hammer time. Big
High five,
luxury
Impega.
badges. Yeah, Impega.
Definitely planned.
Impega, yeah. Oh god. But yeah, the next video is hammer time. Big luxury barges. It was basically to showcase the AMG Hammer and the BMW 850 CSI.
Yes.
CSL, yeah.
Aye, aye.
I've put,
What was on-
I've put for some reason I've put CS, and then I've put I in. I don't know. Just forget my notes. Forget my notes. Anyway, but yeah, CSI. So I didn't take part in this one again. I think I took the night off from because you did Classic Street Race and Hammer Time in the same
Yeah, we're the same now.
film as night. I took a night out from Forza because.
Yeah, it was.
So Gliska, you had the 850 CSI. In Pega,
Yes.
you had the Buick GNX.
Nearly the only 850 CSI.
Yeah, I was
Well,
hardly ever in that video because my Xbox
Yeah.
decided that no,
What-
you're
what-
not
what
going
were
to.
you
No,
doing?
your BMW decided to
Yeah,
to
that's
maintain the thing. Your BMW was doing BMW 850 CSI things and
broke
not
down.
working very well.
Yeah.
So you were in a CSI as well,
For briefly, you
Ah,
might
okay.
see me
Yeah.
in that video.
and then Liam
I
was
think
in
he
the
did one
XJS.
race.
I did one race or two
Yeah,
races.
which the same as you and I had similar problems, but I'm Jag, so I break down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's understandable in an 80s
Yeah.
Jag.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's understandable for the BMW. People don't really understand this unless they watch, say, like Tyler Hoover's videos. The 850 CSI is gorgeous, but they're awful. They're awful cars from a reliability and maintenance standpoint.
Clark's
Yeah.
gonna-
Terrible. Don't buy them.
yeah,
They're not good.
yeah, Clark's going to absolutely kill you on that one. But this right, I'm going to say this. There is a small kind of rivalry between Impega and Gliska. Their talents are quite similar, whereas they both. All right, Liam, I know you're there. Don't worry. But,
We'll get to Liam.
We'll get to
Day in
Liam.
the sun.
But Impega and Gliska have this weird ability to just fuck off at the front. Apologies for my swearing, but I told you there was going to be swearing. So, and in this one, it was a case of in the first one, Impega came first in a GNX. Gliska came second. In the second race, Gliska came first. In the third race, Impega came first. And in the fourth race, Gliska came first. You've just got the. I mean, have you ever really kind of done
They're just
like a
the same
head-to-head?
person.
Yeah. That's it.
In Pega, we do. So from time to time we do like those free roam races, right? And then Pega has a track record of beating me in those. I think from FH3 and like the soapbox racing.
Oh yeah, always end up just pimping you in the finals.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had two very different cars. Mine was very like all acceleration.
Yeah.
sort
Not top speed.
No,
just
not
all
top speed.
acceleration.
It got to about 120, 130 very quickly, and then stopped basically. Whereas Gliska's
It's like a
BMW
wall.
seemed to be on rails through the corners.
Was it maxed
Yeah.
out? Are they maxed out at like 155?
It doesn't
Something
go.
like
It doesn't accelerate. It is a hefty machine, the 850. So it's a bit like a boulder. It gets off the line slowly, and then afterwards, you can't stop it
Yeah.
around the corner.
Just whoever's car was more suited to the whichever track just happened to win. I think between those
So
two.
we ended up doing basically two acceleration straight line speedy tracks, two tracks which were very much more handling biased, and well, the handling car wins handling, straight line speed wins straight line
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you see what happened to my GNX at the Horizon Festival circuit, where it just like I had no problems really that race. It was just nowhere on
Yeah.
speed.
Well, you
Like
came seventh in that
place or
race.
something.
Yeah, seventh.
Yeah, it
but
was-
Liam did get second in an XJS, which is quite impressive.
Yeah.
Liam was trying to challenge. Just the XJS was not consistent
Yeah.
enough.
Wow,
The
and Liam's internet
XJS
wasn't consistent
was-
enough because you disconnected
That's-
twice.
Oh yeah, there has been two DCs, 8K breakdowns, and also the fact that the Jag XJS in Forza in general, it's just not a good car.
It's not great.
Mhm.
And also I made it more handling based because of the reason why, because of the handling is not great at all. And to be fair, it did surprisingly well. I was more surprised that
It wasn't
it-
too bad.
kept up with Gliskel's car in the handling circuit. I mean, I would have probably got fourth. I was with, but I missed a checkpoint on what the circuit's called.
Yeah.
Princess Street, I think. Princess Street.
We
Yeah,
got Bamako,
that
Princess
one.
Street. Yeah, Liam, you were 8th in that one.
Yeah, I missed a checkpoint. That's the reason why I went to 8th. I
Mhm.
would have had, I think I was 4th. I can't remember. Either or.
The BMW gets an advantage in that of all the cars, it is the newest. So it, in theory, should handle the best from standard.
How much newer than the AMG is it? Is it just a few
Quite a
years?
bit.
Is it quite a bit? Is it?
I think it may be 6 or 7 years newer.
Bugger me.
You're right.
You working that out, Ewan? Is everyone on their? Everyone's on their phone
trying
checking
to
it out.
Hardcore Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I'm Ewan.
Yeah. We'll ask. Oh, well, I should know because I've got more colour on
But
than
in
Alex.
terms of
I'm sure the audience will be correcting us either way.
Yeah.
in terms of the AMG Hammer, I've driven that car as well. I'm so happy to have that thing in the game.
Mhm.
I think it's awesome, don't you?
It looks nice.
It is cool.
I mean, I don't think I've driven it actually. I think I got it. I don't think I've driven it.
The
I'm
almost
not sure I have
shame
either.
is there is, I think, a one-off wagon version of the AMG Hammer.
Oh, I think I've seen a picture of that. That's really cool.
I shall put the picture up now if it exists. Then
Pretty
if you
sure
can
it's there.
find it,
Or
yeah.
unless-
I'm
it
fairly
may be
sure.
fake,
that
I don't know.
I don't
I've
know.
seen
I don't know why. Don't know why. If everyone is interested in an AMG wagon,
Is it-
AMG Hammer wagon, there you go.
Can, so you may-
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the beauty of it. But no,
That's all. That's all I think I have to say about that.
yeah. We can move on to the next video. Thank you, Gliska, for the segue. Right. So the next video is Deadly Nightshade. This is where we went around Scotty's track that he made. It was this one of your old tracks that he recreated? That was the other one, wasn't it, Ewan? Or was the
I think it
Pillbox
was- I think it was
National
An
Circuit?
old brazen track, I'm pretty sure. It
Right.
wasn't mine. I don't remember building it.
Hmm.
Well, I've not built a track in GTA in a long time.
It was an abridged version because it was quite a lot shorter.
Because it was a brazen track. It was definitely. I'm pretty sure it was a recreation of a brazen track that happened not so long ago when we were in the Coquettes, where we went on the motorway, over the motorway as well. So
I think I remember there being a little bit of a famous crash at the end of one. Anyway, it's an abridged version. It's shorter. It cuts off before we go down the motorways. Because I think you go down the motorway and come back on Brazen's one.
But this one is sort of changed and it's got that ridiculous last hairpin.
It sounds
Everyone
interesting.
hit it. Everyone hit it. I think.
Some not.
I liked it.
I hated the
Yeah.
test race we did.
We don't talk about test
We
race.
don't
they
talk about test race. Yeah, we're not allowed to
Absolutely
talk about that.
wiped. I think Alex out. It was great.
But I mean, in my notes here, I've got Stinty started in the wrong car. So that going back to the question
Oh, yeah,
that
he
someone
was in
asked
the,
before about how do we
Shafter, wasn't he?
how do we think about something to do when we're doing the before the minute mark? He was in the shafter, and then everyone just like bombarded
Bully
Stinty.
you.
William.
Yeah,
Yeah.
William.
You got
Kinda
bullied by
mental.
the electric cars.
yeah. And then Chris cheated again.
Gave Alex a fun thing to look at anyway at the start.
Yeah.
Chris cheated as normal.
Got taken out as normal
He
for doing
gets,
it.
he gets payback every time. Don't worry.
I think annoyingly, right. I don't know what it is. Right, answer me this question, Liam. Right, you won both of
Okay.
those races.
Yeah.
Right, you've got this ability to just sneak off to the front and just like I'm sure you've got a button where you can just turn off slipstream and catch up, and you just piss off. I think someone wants you, Liam.
Yeah, like, ignore people in the background.
Yeah.
If they all sound like Liam,
Yeah.
it's not just talking to
No,
himself,
no.
it's his family.
Yeah.
They all sound exactly like him.
Yeah, I
It's
think
bizarre.
someone else was just pissed off that you went off in the front and just didn't let anyone catch you. I think that was the problem.
Yeah, like
Uh,
there was another. It happened again in 4 videos we're talking about as well. And today, basically, like they always say, like you're gonna win if you're out front. I say when I win,
Oh,
and I
Okay.
never say when I win when I'm on the final
we'll,
straight.
because
I know I would have won.
We'll combine the two here because he's on about the next race we did, which was multi-story Mayhem.
yeah, we can
Right.
we can put them to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam won the second race of multi-story Mayhem, and from about halfway through the race, right, I was saying, "Oh well, Liam's going to vanish off the front. Liam's won this," and every single lap, I would agree with myself when he'd crossed the line in the lead, and then Liam's just saying, "No, I've not got this. I've not got this." And in
Yeah,
the
because-
smuggest voice on the final lap
It's
as
not-
he crosses
No,
the fucking finish
it is
line.
not.
he's
It is
like,
not smug.
Now I've
It's
won
not
this.
smug.
I've won.
Yeah, I sound very smug when I on the actual like 100 final 100 meters say yes I have won because it's physically impossible anybody to catch me at 100 meters.
Have you perfected
Maybe
your
in real life,
slugfest?
maybe, but not in.
I think Liam just manages to stay out of trouble. I think that's just ultimately what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
Liam's a
It
ninja.
also comes down to
That's why he's
like
black.
you
That's why his
guys.
car's black. He's a ninja. Liam's a ninja. That's it. So,
Oh,
Illuminati.
That's
Illuminati.
been there. I wonder where you were going.
Illuminati confirmed. Illuminati confirmed. Liam is a ninja. Yeah.
Sneak 100 ID.
Yeah. Sneak 100. Yeah.
He's a very loud ninja when he gets chucked off a bridge in the lamppost. Play the clip again.
He's had a big crack.
He's just gonna keep playing.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we have moved on to the other track as well, because I think it was just the same evening that we did it, where we did
I was
Multistory
so
Mayhem.
done that evening, I'll be honest. I was
Yeah,
done.
it was.
Yeah.
That was
We
a shame, that
found,
one,
like-
because it was a great circuit, apart from one corner, which
Mhm.
was like over a blind tilt and had no runoff. He just threw you straight into the storm drain.
That's the point.
Yeah.
There was no runoff
That was
at
like-
all. It's called Careful now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made that track for a
Oh.
reason with no runoff. It's called Careful
Yeah,
now,
we hate
and,
you for
and then
it.
and then everyone was like, "Oh, there's no runoff."
I
Yes.
think it
just-
would have been better.
It just ruined it a bit, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It
Well-
was okay-ish in the Briosos, even though I don't like those.
God,
things to
no.
drive.
Oh
Um,
no.
Oh, well,
But-
oh my
Briosos
God.
were awful.
But the thing is, the Sultan had a different issue in that the Sultan was just too fast for the circuit.
Yeah, I think that was part of it. Because when we
In
tested
the,
it, we
in
tested
the
it in the snow.
Brioso, that corner would have been flat out, and you'd be okay. The Sultan RS, you couldn't be, because the Sultan RS isn't grippy enough and is way too quick for that corner. And so that's why people are suddenly getting kind of irritated by that corner, because
People got so wound
You're
up.
just going
Yeah.
so
You
They
were-
got
much
so
faster.
wound up.
You
I think
were
Alex got
trained
wound up
yeah,
as
to
well.
be able to do it.
Right.
We tested it in the snow, and so everything was obviously a lot slower, and
Did-
it was
Yeah.
fine then.
Did
And
this
then we
start the
It was
saga?
dry
Of,
when it got to the.
did this start your saga of you disliking my tracks and just not finishing them?
Oh, I dislike all tracks.
Oh, okay.
He
I
does,
beg-
he
I
does,
beg-
he
That's
does.
not
Beg
a
hates
thing personal to you.
everything.
I just dislike
That
them
is
all.
a thing. If you see
Yeah.
any race from now on, you'll see
Yeah.
Impega
The
dislike.
peg of thumbs down on every track is it's just the
Yeah.
worst thing. Like, but
You can't have 100% Rockstar,
Hmm.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't want anyone getting like too cocky.
Yeah.
no. And also congratulations to Blakey on the first win, by the way. And and then Liam cheated in the.
It's not cheating.
You cheated. You found a cheaty line on my track and cheated.
No,
Everyone in the
since he
comments.
found the cheat line.
Loads of
No,
people in the
since he
comments
found-
said,
Hey,
Liam, you got such an amazing lap time. You're so incredible. Oh my god. When you cheated. Admit it now.
No, okay, so the Barossa, so the Barossa race, okay. Well, since he found the cheat line in the first place, but he couldn't perfect it, so I thought I'll give it a try. Turns out you can literally just jump the whole car park from top to bottom.
just cut the car park
And
out.
then carry on.
Wait.
Hence why my lap time was 8 seconds, I think, quicker than everybody else.
Wait.
With 0.16.
Wait. Wait. I
This
never
is news.
saw this.
Yeah.
This is news to
Yeah.
me.
Well, I mean, you're
You
not.
absolute.
Yeah,
You're not completing the clip.
So,
No,
okay,
Gliska,
so-
don't you dare.
Beep.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, big.
So this is why. So with the Sultan race, there was no need to do it because
You walked
Yeah,
away.
He'd already done it. He'd won.
Mhm.
well, there's no point. And so I was like, the Barossa race, I was having a very bad time. I was doing like 12th, 13th, and I thought, you know what? I saw Sydney try to do it. I was like, well, I'll give it a go.
Mm.
Turns out it's very fast. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
it's like
funny
the
that.
Joker lap.
Mm.
in
Funny that you're
Helicopter, that's
skipping
what
the
it is.
slowest
Yeah.
part of the track.
Oh, God. Oh, Liam.
Well, technically, that means, lad, it's a note to self to you to prevent these things from happening.
Well,
Cool.
Gliska, she found another point at the track that
Okay, that's not so much cheating as more slipstream avoidance.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. On the straight to the finish, because Gliska went on the other side of the motorway to stop anyone sort of slipstream. But it is more of a straighter line.
Good
You got to admit, it's more of a straighter line.
Oh, God,
By
don't get me started on that straight
milliseconds,
line.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah, but milliseconds count in these races. You know that. They do. Yeah.
I don't
Not against.
think
Not
Tell you
against
where
Liam,
milliseconds don't count. Flipping rolling weirdness. Oh
Whee.
god. It's a straight
Hey.
line race.
I
straight line is the
I
best thing.
regret.
I
I
love that.
genuinely
It's a
regret giving you
concept.
my notes now. I regret giving you my notes. So I've got all my notes.
I
and
don't
I've
have
given
them.
them to Gliska, and Gliska's like, I mean, it's the Gliska podcast now.
What are you on about? We're not
Lad,
segueing.
Lado, how long is your
who's
recording
Lado?
right now?
We're on. Oh bloody hell! We're on 50 minutes. Like
We're on
halfway
50
down the
minutes and
list.
scroll down your list.
I
We're
genuinely
about halfway down the list.
Yeah, genuinely, right? I even said this when we were talking about it. 45 minutes I was aiming for, and we're already at.
It'll only be about an hour.
I-
won't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, we're
I
only about
told you.
45 minutes.
I
People don't
told
like an
you,
hour and a
I was
half.
like, there's no chance. I
Right.
told you.
Get the rest in 10 minutes. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Right, no. She's absolutely right, Gliska. So we will. The reason why we need to talk about this next one, it's just a bloody straight line. Flipping rolling weirdness. We need to talk about this one for one reason.
As a filming crew, we love
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
track.
Yeah,
And
It's
It's
just a lot.
so
outlaw,
much fun.
that
It's like-
outlaw in particular was mental.
It's like after
Like,
after a
it went to
couple
warp
races.
speed.
Yeah,
in
but
Slipstream.
after a couple races where you're just like, I'm cutting done. You do straight line. It's just everyone's laughing
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
I will.
And we're doing it again.
we absolutely
What cars came out recently? We're definitely doing it.
Oh, the slam trucks come out.
Oh, God.
God,
We've got to do
Oh,
it.
yeah,
no.
The slam
the
truck.
slam truck. I think we need to try it in.
Slam truck will be too
I
slow.
think
and
it
boring.
might be the
The
weenie.
Beetle?
It might be the weenie
Yeah, the
we need
Beetle?
to try it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no,
the
yes,
Weenie.
it was the-
Oh, no,
it
no,
was-
Weenie.
It was
The
either the
Weevil.
Beetle or the Fiat 500 that has a really ponderous steering, and we need
That was
to
the
have a go at it.
Beetle,
with
I
that.
believe.
I think the Beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Also,
Weevil.
the Beetle I know climbs over each other, so that'll also be brilliant.
That would be
perfect.
awesome.
That's perfect for straight
Yes, yes.
So we're definitely doing that.
Mm.
It won't be recorded probably even by the time this podcast has gone out, but we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm announcing that we're definitely doing it.
We generally, when we do a straight line, we
Excellent.
generally take it out of Alex's hands and just do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he
The-
comes along for
the,
it.
the party decides.
Yeah.
So everyone in the comments pointed out Bumpy yelling at someone. And I think a lot of them thought he was yelling at Impega. No, I think he was yelling at me because I think I punted Bumpy off the end when we were turning around.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the reason why it's there, isn't it? You know, people are
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
could've
it's just
easily
like,
blocked
you can't
that
take it
off.
seriously.
Yeah, it's one of those races where if you take it seriously, you know, you
There's
just
no point, really.
you don't get angry, get even. So
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that.
You're in the lead for like 3 seconds. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with those outlaws, you just stop. Yeah,
It
you know,
just stops.
it's
Yeah, it was
ridiculous.
literally like they go to warp in like Star Trek or something. Like
It
just
was
gone.
how we ended up like 6-7 wide sometimes because
Oh, it's fun.
you'd get there, you'd find the singular gap that there was, and then once you're there, you filled that gap.
Even if there
Yeah.
wasn't a gap, just go for it
Yeah,
anyway.
you just push
I
someone
mean,
through.
yeah,
Whatever.
there's the fucking one moment where I just bash into like the thing, spin out. I think it was a pink car or something,
Mhm.
and then I'm just there in its place. I don't go forward. I don't overtake anyone. I'm just now in that 7 wide.
I think Liam pushed me, and I just spun. I just gone. Like I was
Yeah.
the one way
I
round.
was trying to. Yeah, I was trying to push you because there was like a previous. I think this was an Outlaws. Like, I think because we did 2 laps in the Outlaws, I believe.
Yeah, we
We
did.
did.
We normally do like 1, so we did 2. And I think on the first lap, I was pushing. I think it was you, and I just felt like I was picking up more speed by pushing.
Yeah, the
Because I saw
weird
like the
things.
cars got connected.
Mm.
Yeah.
Probably
I
because you're bound
think-
behind in the
I tried with you.
slipstream, and as you're pushing them back, maybe the slipstream is helping you.
I think a
Like, it's gonna catch up,
multi lap straight line
Should be straight line endurance.
works well. Okay,
No.
you know we joked about a like counter, right? I
Mhm.
want to see this.
Right.
What's a good like
Right,
ratio
I
for
will check
Alex?
this now. I will check this now. Right. Let's go on to like the Failrace Wreckfest Tournament. Right, okay, that's got some really high views. Right, that has got 2,000 likes on it.
Right. Let's aim for 4,000 likes.
Mhm.
Right. We'll do an hour of the straight line.
Oh,
Oh no.
No,
Wow.
I'd say 5k an hour. 5k.
Okay, 5k an hour.
5k likes, and we'll do an hour straight line in
Oh,
what car?
no. The comments
To
can
be
say
determined.
a
Yeah,
car.
comments can say to be determined. But yeah, an hour. I like how we're deciding
Please do
Alex's
not
videos
say-
for him.
Yeah.
Liam, don't say that, or they'll say it. Don't say it, or they'll say it. That's
Please
a trap.
pick responsibly.
Yeah.
Please pick responsibly.
Please take
Please
responsibility.
take responsibility.
Someone's gone.
In fact,
We've lost him.
We lost him.
Pega.
Pega's
We've lost
gone.
him again.
There we go.
He's back.
Hey. Are you
There
okay?
we go.
Are
Right.
you okay, Pega?
Yep, sorry about
No.
that. I don't know what happened then. Just, the sound just stopped.
Oh.
That does happen. I think, occasionally.
Well, to be fair, in Pega, we have actually got onto the main thing about flipping roll and weirdness. The big point of flipping roll and weirdness.
The big
Hashtag
news.
ball, Chris.
Hashtag Bull Chris. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right,
this-
someone
so
explain
on to
this
the
to
next
me.
one.
Someone explain this to me. I get the
We
hashtag
need
Bull Chris. I
some-
get
we
the reason
need
why,
some
but where
context.
did,
This
where did it start?
is well over a year, probably well over 2,
Oh,
maybe
well
even
over
3
that.
years.
I think it's
Multiple
over 2 years because it was one of the first filming sessions I was in. I think.
Right.
Was it?
So
Yeah, you go.
there
Might
was
be
a bet
Horizon 3.
made. There was a bet
Oh, maybe it was
made
Tony then.
that if Aaron ever win, because Aaron, we like Aaron. Aaron's very funny,
everyone loves
very
Aaron.
funny to talk to.
Yeah.
Aaron's not amazing at these games sometimes.
But he
So
still
we
puts
made
the
a
effort in,
bet
which is
that
good.
when Aaron wins anything, Chris has to shave his head.
Chris didn't get a say in this. We
Yeah,
just said,
Chris. Yeah, that's it.
You do it.
Chris very rarely gets to say in anything.
No. Chris is the punching bag of the Failrace film crew.
He
Uh,
deserves.
He loves
to be
it.
fair.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he's very much sort of on board and he loves it. But everyone's just saying it's just hashtag Bull Chris, and
quite funny.
because Aaron won,
'Cause
and that's
it
fair.
happened.
It happened.
Yeah.
It's there. It's fair. He needs to pay up. He needs to pay up. So
One day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe.
peer pressure has worked in the past.
It
And,
may involve us sort of going up to Scotland and shaving his head
Yeah.
at some point.
but Ewan
But-
is very close. Ewan, you're about 10 minutes away from Chris, aren't you?
This
So-
is true.
You hold him down. We'll be up there soon.
Ewan and Chris met before but didn't know each other
Oh.
It
at a
was-
car
it was
show.
bizarre.
So there's a photograph. I don't know if Ewan will still have it, and it probably won't put it in here because it might be slightly more private. Essentially, Ewan was taking photos at a car shop, and in one of the photos, there's a person looking like back at a Saab, and Chris loves Saab.
The only reason I was like, I put two and two together. I was like, no one else would double take a Saab because I looked at it and then looked again. I was like, that's gotta be Chris.
Chris loves Sab.
And it
Bloody
turns out it was, and I didn't.
It
even
was
meet
Chris,
him.
yeah.
It was bizarre.
It's mad.
It was quite funny. That.
But to be fair, I mean,
Anyway,
you lived so close to each other and you both like cars. I mean, you know.
Yeah. That's good.
You know, it'd be weirder if you found him at like,
not that you'd know it looking at Ewan's rust bucket.
oh yeah, Ewan's crashed Polo.
Yeah.
Um,
On his
What?
demolition
No.
tour of Scotland.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
I would like to
Nothing
point
happened
out.
there.
I would like to
wall.
point out the person that's filming
That
off of
wall.
a potato is Ewan. So this really terribly pixely picture is
Oh,
Ewan.
It's a very old laptop.
Yeah, and you're wearing a hat, aren't you, Ewan?
Yes,
Okay,
there is a
Ewan's
good reason
beanie.
for that,
Ewan beanie.
which you'll not see today.
Ewan hasn't taken that beanie off since 2006.
No, it's stayed on. It's been washed. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, in the shower.
yeah, you know.
Did you go in the washing machine with it?
Yeah.
They'll look like
Oh,
that.
dear.
You're not like
Anyway.
Jesus.
Jelly car time. Jelly car time.
Jelly Austin.
Rich-
Jelly car.
Jellycar, yeah, Austin said
Um,
Jellycar with a motorbike engine. Princess regards to the. Yeah, okay. Right. So, yeah, the next video is the greatest Jellycar. It is the Austin 7. Did Alex build the tune for this one?
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
So, it's got a
It was
motorbike engine.
one of the jelly cars
It
we've
was
done.
mad. It was in some circuits I just could not drive it.
It also had the unfortunate ability of it being very flat-sided, so it didn't roll very well. It just fell over
Fell
and
on its
stayed
side.
there.
It was a bloody good video to watch, I won't lie. This is another
I-
one I stayed out of.
I won the first race through a majority of very careful driving and luck. Then my luck ran out for the next
That's
couple of
the
videos.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
here's the funny thing. Grisco, you came first. Impega came second. Liam came third, and everyone else DNF'd. So, so
Yeah,
I've,
we
got,
were.
I've got the
I
podium.
think if you looked at the lap times, we were about 3 or 4 seconds a lap clear
Yeah,
of
and
everyone
also,
else.
was that the first race we did?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
That was my first time driving the car.
The
Oh,
problem.
it's the first time for most of
It was
us.
for all of us, I think.
The problem,
No, but you guys,
with-
they had practice beforehand. I saw them. They were all doing like all practice.
we were
smash
driving
around.
up and down the back.
Yeah, I didn't have the car. I had to wait.
Oh,
Oh, that's true. That is true.
You've not done the Super 7 yet.
The problem with them though is like you see the 3 up ahead and you're like, right, I got to push to catch up, but you can't. You just can't do that. You got to stay like going slow.
Yeah, you gotta be so smooth with them.
If you try and push, then you're done.
I mean, Beggar and Gliska, you did actually have quite a good hand with it. Liam as well. I won't sort of push you and out. You and out.
I would,
Liam out.
definitely. Impega and Glistle were
Push you somewhere.
better, definitely than this.
Me and
good
Impega
at
have been
jetty
doing
cars.
this for some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been quite good at them because I've got fairly smooth driving style as it is, so it kind of translates well.
Yeah. It's not my cup of tea. Let's just say it.
I'm not very smooth, but I'm good at catching the rolls if it's going to happen. If it starts going, I can do that very like millisecond left to catch it. You know,
Well, even with this, because wasn't the catching it the problem? I believe Alex said.
The more of the problem was with the reset time for me.
Oh, right, yeah, the new
Forever.
Forza updated reset time. Yeah. What is it, 5 seconds?
It's a long.
Something like
It feels like
Yeah.
an
It's
hour.
better normally, but for this, it's not useful.
No.
Yeah.
It is more satisfying to have a crash, have a rollover, and have it last for this in a longer race. It is not good for keeping up anyway, but it's just sometimes you kind of want to have a crash, and this will now allow you to have a crash properly, rather than just being, oh,
No,
you
definitely
have rolled onto your side. You look like you're going to roll back onto your wheels, but no, we're going to reset you anyway.
Yeah.
It's definitely better. But
Yeah, I think that's probably everything with those.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Not much else to say.
No, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? You know.
3 people finished all of the race.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was the point, though, wasn't it? Like, just try and not do the DNF. But I mean, Alex did well in those. So the other one was beating the Jesko, which, thanks to Gliska, has now made it sound like a euphemism. I didn't even put that. I didn't even put that together. But yeah, beating the. Right. So the plan here was to build rear-wheel drive cars to beat the Jesko. Jesko or Jesko?
I think it's Jesko, technically.
Oh, the comment section had a right go at
Let's
this.
just call it the egg.
Every other comment was just saying the same thing. So, yeah, we got
Just
it.
call it the new Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
The new one with the big wing.
I'll pretend it's Spanish and call it the Jesko. I'll get people going.
I've put that your budget here was 250k. Is that right, or was it? Was that right? Yeah.
Right. So
yes,
Alex didn't actually mention the budget in Thing, but as a rule between us, I think we tried under 250k because when Forza puts in a seasonal car, they tend to value them at about 250k each one, regardless of what it is. So for some reason, the Jesko is 250k.
The same price as like a Mini or something.
or a Nissan 300 ZX twin turbo was also 250k. Doesn't really make sense, but that's what they did.
I've
So
owned
we
a
tried
300
for under
ZX
that.
before. Like to say. Yeah.
Wasn't it in your driveway pretty much constantly?
Shut
In
up.
bets.
Shut up. Anyway.
Yeah, I think we had a good assortment of cars for this one. Nice mix of stuff.
Gliska had the. I've got the budgets and the thing and the cars here, if you would like. Unless you already know them. Do you all know yours?
I mean, I'm reading the fucking.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now in the
I know.
notes. Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake! I forgot to put the notes out. Oh, God damn it. Okay. But yeah, you and I don't have yours. What was yours?
I got mine.
again?
I got mine in my head. Sorry.
What was it?
Mine was a Lotus 311, and it was 206. No, it was 200,600, I think.
Am I right in saying, Ewan, you're the only one here who beat the Jesko at anything? Or did the Griffith did?
No,
No,
I
the Griffith
beat
did.
I beat Alex on the 0 to 100.
The mono one at the Asmore, which was
I bet it
Amy.
up the
and
the hill climb.
You got that from
I
reading
bet
my
up the
notes,
hill
I'd like to
climb.
point out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
A few Corvette just wasn't good enough. It had too much power for its own good and is older than the Camaro and the Mustang, so it lost in the corners there too.
Alex did mention this briefly in the video, but I tried the Caterham with the full aerial atom twin turboed engine to start with, and it was undrivable.
Mm.
So I took the turbos out, and it was tolerable then. It's still sketchy, but it's definitely faster in a circuit.
Once I tuned it, it wasn't too bad. Usually they're quite twitchy and horrible, but it wasn't alright. It was alright. It was good.
Yeah,
I don't think it was beating the Jesko.
If I can explain, Alex mentions this about your car, Ewan. We don't tend to like the 311 around here. If you go back to Forza Horizon 3, when the 311 first came to Forza, was that game, and we did a verse community that was a single make of 311s. No one liked it. It was dreadful.
Well, you think, lightweight Lotus race car, it's got to be great.
That's what spoiled it for everyone.
Yeah, the track cars often had a odd driving style in Forzas. They're very
usually just twitchy,
very slidey all the time.
Some of them don't have the downforce they should have. Like there was a Radical in Motorsport. I think the SRC it might have been called. Looks like it should have downforce. Didn't seem to really have any.
It's weird. How Forza works that.
Getting off topic. I am here to lasso you back on topic. Okay. Right.
Lassosaurus.
Oh no!
No, it's okay.
It's so easy to change your name.
I'm editing it out. I'm editing that comment out. That's it. You're just gonna hear a blank and then everyone laughing, and then.
I'll just say it a few times.
It's already
Yeah,
there.
that makes it sound very bad.
It's just to let you know, Lado, it's already changed.
Is it? Oh, right. Anyway, it's right.
Sounds like a
It's
kink
better
medal,
than
doesn't it?
Shatosaurus, which is what it was before. So yeah, you all did. I mean, you all did really well with the Jesko, playing against the Jesko. Obviously, the mono was the only thing that won in any sort of race with it, and that was Amy behind the wheel. And she is good on Forza.
To drive the mono is it's quite tricky.
Yeah,
But, you know well.
but yeah, anything else to add on that video at all, or anything like that?
Just that how painful the motorway drag race was in the Caterham.
Yeah.
I couldn't even hit 180.
I don't think the only car I could see at the end was you, and everyone else was just gone.
Like,
We had a little rivalry between the C5 and the Z4 on the drag race. They were quite close, but nothing close to any of the fast girls.
The Z4. What was the Z4?
Even I was very slow on the drag
we're
race.
talking about you're thinking of the Corvettes. We're not on that yet.
Yeah, the Z4. I don't know why she's gone all American.
Oh yeah, for some reason I was thinking Nissan. I was like, was there any Nissans in there? But yeah, no. Was it Ollie's Z4 on that one?
Yeah.
Fine, I'll say Supra. Feel better now.
Perfect.
Yes.
Oh,
The next one is the Survival Race Extreme. This was a brazen circuit that was actually filmed quite a lot later than some of the other stuff. So I'm surprised that Alex brought this out so quickly.
Wanted to get it out, I suppose.
Yeah,
it was a
sort
good
of video.
It was a good
a lot of
video.
people want to see.
Yeah.
It was great. We loved it, didn't we?
Well, you loved it up until the very end, when you got rather than getting destroyed, you just got pushed into a transforming. I put this in the comments and I actually got liked by Alex. It's sort of the second race ended up being a sort of tie between me and Hyper. Hyper survived longest, but I wasn't. I got pushed into one of the transform things by Aaron in a dump truck, so I could have survived much longer.
Alive,
yeah.
I was still alive.
Well, you had the chance to.
You should have just raced in the dump truck.
Yeah, just driven around in the dump truck. That was unfortunate that happened, because obviously it would have gone down to like a 1v1, which would have been quite cool.
It made the end of the video a bit of an anticlimax.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. But Alex was none the wiser. So
for watching that video, you're just looking for who's got the biggest crash, pretty much. Who can see?
Those dominators were.
They were hilarious.
The damage to the gaze so funky.
I didn't have
mine
a
at the end
car
of the first race. It didn't show up
did you
perfectly well on Alex's screen,
no
but
rear wheels?
it was undrivable.
I had one rear wheel, but
One of my wheels was turned inside out.
it's
Oh,
The
I
brake
had
disc was
one-
on the outside of the wheel.
I think
I-
I think we're definitely going to go back to that with only one person in the tank. 'Cause
yeah,
yeah.
having more than one tank ended up being silly.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh god, so
so
much
much
fun.
I had
It was
one
so
rear
funny.
wheel, but the rear bumper was the only thing touching the floor, so I couldn't go
There's,
anywhere.
there's a clip I took just at the end of the first one. You were in the tank, and we were
Yeah, that
fooling
landed
around
on you.
with Impega, the last surviving car. As I
Yeah.
hit into you, you hit the
Wind turbine.
windmill, which shoved me to the wall. You flew up into the
I
air,
just-
and as I was trying to get going, you fucking landed right on my truck and blew me
part
up.
was like, where did you go? And then I just land on you. It's like, that was hilarious. It could not have been perfect.
Mm.
Perfect.
Mine was
Perfect?
quite.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Mine was just quite underwhelming. It was just I just drove around and that's
and
it.
died.
You know, I got boxed in, I think, and then I think Longbow boxed me in, and Aaron kind of got me in the
Pinched
dump
you
truck.
off.
Yeah, rammed me up the trumpet with the. Anyway, but yeah, Liam, were you knocking around in this? I don't think anything
Liam was
particularly special
probably-
happened to you.
No, I think I did one. I did one, I believe. I think I did the one where
Oh, that's
We
awesome.
had we
Into the
had
bus.
people issues
Yeah, we're
then.
trying
We
to
had
get
too many people.
connected
Yeah.
and
yeah,
all sorts.
For once, we had too many people.
and it was I think was this because it was a Friday. I have food, so
Yeah, we wouldn't have had
I
too
went-
many people.
What, you
but-
only eat on Fridays?
no. Well, for me, Friday is like a takeaway. So, for example, in some of the previous ones, like you might see me just like randomly stop on the map. That's because I'm eating food.
No, it's because he's checking his map. We all know.
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, and I can see
Oh
you
yeah,
doing
so
it.
I'm eating my food while checking my map. Right, Alex is there, right, guys? I've got his precise location. Let's go.
But yeah, no, that was really fun, and you will see more of that track in the future.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Tweaked a
yeah.
little bit.
Personally, if it was me, I would get rid of the telehandler and put something else in its way.
Oh, but we
But
Oh,
they don't
telehandlers
do
are
anything.
hilarious.
They don't do
it
anything.
doesn't
it's
do
funny.
anything. But because it weighs nothing, it gets thrown about like no tomorrow.
That
Is that his
yeah,
actual
that's true.
name?
The telehandler.
Telehandler.
Yeah.
I was just called the dock handler.
Oh, yeah, mate.
I
I would-
dock,
Why
it's,
is it
yeah.
telehandler? I don't know.
I've
Yeah,
always
I would
known
say
them as
we need-
telehandlers.
Yeah, I would say we need like less tanks.
Yeah, that's what. We're
Well,
gonna
that's
do.
that's what she said. Less tanks.
Oh, my thing. I don't know if you didn't hear.
That's right.
Well,
um,
listen. I know you're probably eating your dinner at the moment, but
It's not Friday. I've had it.
you had your dinner
It's
on
not
Friday.
Friday, so he
You can't
doesn't eat.
Liam-
eat for another week.
Like Liam eats once a week, confirmed.
Yeah. How much food do you have on a Friday?
Yeah. Oh god. Right. So it's time.
Wreckfest time.
It's Wreckfest time.
Oh,
Right.
I'm just gonna stay quiet.
This is
Let you like the
this is the Wreckfest Tournament
Oh.
1 and 2. So we're going to talk about both of them in one go. We did 8 races, and in order, we did the Dry Town Desert Circuit, the Kingston Raceway, which was the figure 8, Motor City, Crash Canyon, Rossenheim Raceway, Deathloop, Esperdellen Raceway, fuck off, and Hellride. So we did those 8 tracks. I don't know why I read them out. But
Oh, now you know.
yeah. Now you know what they
Never
are.
mind.
You're probably none the wiser anyway. So I think I kept my cool in this.
oh.
Right, Ninetales. If we're using each other as brakes, then good to know.
Onto the track with the ladder
Oh,
going
dear.
past.
Oh no!
Shit, I didn't say that, but... Oh,
Mine's
shit,
gone.
sorry.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
Clark, for you know, I did.
I
Your
doubt.
videos beg
Very
to
much
differ.
doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got so angry. The problem is that
Oh,
I'm
right.
actually. I'd like to think that I'm genuinely good at Wreckfest.
Yeah, you
that's
are.
what you got
Yeah,
to film.
you're-
Like, and it's just like when someone gets in your way, like Clark. He missed the track and then came on, spun around the wrong way, right in front of me, and like things like that that just block me and just stop me from being in. I don't care about winning. I just want to be in contention and just have a good battle and lead.
Ladder, I have to say, there is something mesmerizing about watching that war wagon of yours, because it
So
sits
quick.
weirdly on its suspension and it goes like a clapper in a straight line. So it's
It
like
just it goes off like a drag car, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like
Well,
Ridiculous.
this
Like
is the
squats.
point. If you didn't know this already, the best thing to do is a race engine and add armor. That just puts your car so much faster on a straight line, because it is actually a faster engine. It's just the weight in the corners that slows it down.
I agree. That's what I do for my El Matador and C class. That's
Really?
why
You've got
that
a race
thing's
engine
as
in that?
good as it
You've got an
is.
A-class engine.
quickly takes notes.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
In Pega, A-class.
It is a bigger
uninstall
engine
Wreckfest.
put down with weight and armor.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
I had
I'm
no
gonna check
armor.
my Datsun now.
Yeah, this is going to come in with like an armored Datsun. But yeah, this is something that really kind of weirded me out about the whole Wreckfest thing. Liam won in a Wild King. This is really what really annoyed me, because that car is not good. That's
It's shame
not a
not
good
even.
car.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest.
Let me say it, because I think I didn't build this car on for the event. This was pre-built about many months ago. It was
When
one of
the
the
Wild
only cars
King
that had
came
max-
out, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was when the Wild King came out first.
Then you never.
I
drove
was
it again.
like, because this was like, listen, with my Wreckfest, I have to do an update first of all. It's very common.
Every
That's
time
a-
Liam has to do
that's
an
a-
update. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the fun. Yeah, I understand. So, like, when I was like, listen, that car was never the quickest on any other on any of the tracks we did. It was never the fastest. I would listen with Wreckfest. You need luck, 100%.
Yeah.
I reckon
Yeah.
everybody had a bad race.
It's a
In, like, the
combination of luck and consistency, really.
Mm.
Isn't it?
Yeah, like everybody in Annex, like the top 6 was like very close. I don't remember how many it was. Like everybody in the top 6.
Everyone
And,
in the top 6 has an excuse to say,
Yeah.
okay, if this happened, I would have. If that happened, I should have, etc.
I came ninth and I said the same.
Be at the front themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
for instance, if Hellride hadn't been ended for me prematurely on the last lap, I possibly could have gotten more points to catch up to Liam. If Impega hadn't have had the weird after finish death at Hellride,
It didn't
he
like
could
it.
Yeah,
have
that
gotten
was
more
a
points.
weird one. I finished the race in third. Came up with the splash screen, whatever, for saying race finished.
Well
Then
done,
someone
you
hit
got
my
third.
car and I DNF'd, even though I wasn't driving it
You're
at the time.
third.
Hmm.
Oh wait, never mind.
And then it unfinished me, and then I ended up finishing sixth.
So here's the thing: we are a competitive group, which is good for what we do. It's also bad because we can, get a bit iffed off
There's
each
some
other
words
sometimes.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
But-
probably one of the best things we filmed in
At-
terms
at-
of
for fun
at the
wise.
end of the
enjoyment
day,
and
Yeah.
competition.
It was definitely the
I
best thing
think-
we've done on
and-
Wreckfest.
yeah.
And also it was like there's a lot of like, let's just say soul. Like, let's just say
At the end of the day, we all want to do it again. We all want to
Yeah.
do another one.
I
Yeah.
mean, there'll probably be another one in the summer. I wouldn't say there'll probably be another
Yeah.
one anytime soon.
Nah,
Maybe
nah.
maybe C
A
class.
couple of
next time.
updates to go. In a couple of updates, there'll probably be another one. Yeah. Oh, don't be C class. Don't. It's going to be C class.
I
I
isn't
want
it?
C class so much.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't think we'd- I
I'll
don't
be
think
honest.
we'd do A. I
I've
think
got an
he's
El
too
Matador in
quick.
C class, which is just as good as yours. So I mean, everyone's just going to armor up and put loads of power in for C class. That's what everyone's going to do.
Or less.
If it's
We'll
A,
see, we'll see,
I reckon
we'll
if it's
keep it
A class, that's when it might be a bit different.
The problem with A class is A class
We
goes
get
on
some
forever.
proper rocket chips.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
A class doesn't
Yeah,
like.
just-
You can just
if we do
dump
A
whatever
class,
you
it has to be low A class, like
Yeah, it'd
250
have to
now.
be
Yeah, if it's A class, we have to put a cap on what it is because I think every car, when you've maxed upgraded, gets a different ways through it. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe like
That's
A
true, yeah.
300 or something.
Well, an idea was actually.
It's not like Forza where there's an X class level cap.
Yeah. It
yeah.
just keeps going.
Where it just goes to 909. Yeah. But here's an idea that was put forward. Actually today, teams. So like a team of 2. So if
Interesting.
one person.
Pairs,
Pairs
yeah.
could work.
Maybe.
Pairs
I
could work.
I would
generally
like.
don't like having to rely on.
Yeah,
somewhat.
but at the
Do you
same
know?
time,
Do you know what
someone
I'd
would
like?
have to rely
Do you know
on
what
you.
I'd like to
That-
do? okay, I think this is an idea we can work on. So if we have just 2 teams, 8v8, right?
Mhm.
It's not racing, it's chaos things and demolition derbies. You
Yeah.
have to try not to take out your
Yeah.
teammate.
Yeah.
So if we organise that via colour, so red versus blue, I think that
That
could
would be
be
cool.
interesting.
That would be.
I think a lot of people have
be-
been
it'd be
asking
orange
for us
versus
to
blue.
do like a bit of like a probably like sort of like demolition derby type of
We
death
should,
Yeah.
race
because
type
we
of
haven't
thing.
done anything like that really ever.
No.
Well, we did record that how not to make a Wreckfest video kind of
Oh,
thing. Where
yeah.
it was just so I
Did
don't know if
that ever
that
get
is ever going to come. No, I don't know if it's going to be released or if not. But I think he's got it as a backup just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But-
that's
It's
the
a
side
strange-
of
it's a
Wreckfest I
strange
don't enjoy weirdly.
No.
Like, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think it
Oh,
works very well as
you
a
say
demo
you
derby
don't
racer.
enjoy Wreckfest, but you
There,
install
there,
it.
Yeah.
there are
Four
people. There are people who want us to
It's-
throw away the rules, and we just don't want to do that because
No.
we
I just
The race
I
is
don't
fun.
find it
I
fun.
don't mind.
Just
No, I like the
crashing into
damage
people all the
physics.
time.
I like the damage physics with the racing. You know that you really get fucked up. I like, I just like that kind of thing. But I like how
And you
good,
can't-
the driving mechanics are good in Wreckfest.
It's
Sorry,
really
you.
good.
I
No, I was just saying.
well,
mostly.
I'm not sure I
Yeah.
want to agree with that,
Yeah.
but sure.
Yeah.
I
I
personally
there's-
enjoy it. I personally enjoy it.
Yeah.
I just,
Because there is a damage model, you can actually get some close racing.
The
and have
brakes are
contact.
appalling.
The
I
brakes are
agree. The
terrible,
brakes are
I
bad.
agree.
yeah, they
There's
they
no
jump into
feeling
it.
at
No,
all.
I think
it's
it,
very numb.
it doesn't help sometimes that in Wreckfest, braking zones aren't even tarmac. They are bumpy, they are multi-surface, and they are often crooked.
The
Yeah.
thing
In
I
some
find is
ways.
there's no feedback through the
It's not even
controller
that,
either.
'cause it's not on the city circuits. It's just as bad. They just
Yeah,
brakes.
there's no
the
feedback
brakes are
through the
awful.
controller.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, Bugbear, if you're listening, sort the brakes out.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can't even upgrade brakes. Everything's stop brakes basically, isn't it?
There's no
You
handling
can't
upgrades
touch
whatsoever.
There's no
handling
handling.
upgrades. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Be nice if you could have brake.
That would be an interesting update.
Mm.
And
No, it just
Pega,
turns into
I think-
Forza.
did you try fiddling with the tuning for the cars?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Because
put
you
the brakes
can
all the way to the
change
rear,
brake-
you get better handling stats.
I
Mm.
did a little bit.
It's a
to the
weird
rear.
one. That's how I do it. I just put the
Not
brakes all the way
the
to the rear. So, and then obviously the suspension and stuff like that does help with some braking
Yeah.
zones and things. But yeah, it's just I just basically tune
You
my
can't
cars
really
the
get off
same.
like different tyres and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
specialise your cars more.
no, but
Yeah.
you know,
Tires and handling.
Yeah.
Upgrades.
we will.
Be interesting.
I mean, it probably won't ever happen, but you know.
We'll
um,
get another loop.
Asking a lot.
yeah, but you know, at the end of the day,
Too.
Wreckfest 2. No, this is Wreckfest 2. Oh, you mean the game? Oh, I thought you were about the video we're talking about.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Next car game was the original
Next
thing.
car game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Wreckfest.
Next car game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
they probably will
weirdly,
make
that-
something.
The only race I won in the very lightly armoured, very fragile Datsun was the figure eight circuit. That's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's
you're
bad,
scapade and you're very, very small.
I
Frustrated, Gliska.
yes. Oh bloody hell! I had good. I had a good car. I like the Boomer RS. Very fun to drive. In some ways, I got frustrated by Impega, especially on Crash Canyon, where I kept. There's this around the ends of Crash Canyon. I'm so much faster than that Sunrise Super, but I can't go to the outside.
Well,
before risking
You are
getting
you are
drove off.
faster, but it wasn't that different. It was only because I had to keep taking tight lines.
Well, yeah, I have to do the same to avoid being dive bombed myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, then you bugger off down the straight.
Well,
It was just a
And-
game of luck at the end of the day, I think.
and
'Cause
you got
I started at the
fuck all.
back.
You got no luck at all.
I started at the back most of them, I think. So
Yeah.
try to work your way through the field when everyone's crashing in front of you. It's tricky.
Yeah, I got
It's-
super lucky on the first like 2 races. I started on pole on both. Didn't win it,
Yeah.
Mm.
but it
I
just
think
gave
I
me
was
like out
probably
of the way.
leading after the first day, but my
Mhm.
the second session
Yeah.
didn't go as well.
No. It's. I mean, if they had done it all in a one, because that was the plan. We were going to do it all in a one, but we did it in 2 days instead. And if we'd done it all in one, things would have been completely different because just
Yep.
it's just
Yeah.
how you are on that day. Just so yeah. Because I actually
It was all this was
Go on.
Yeah, this was also like voiced over Discord, which you normally don't do because their parties were
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
So it
the
was all
parties
on
were
That
awful.
didn't
Discord.
help. I couldn't hear my car. I couldn't hear my gear changes.
No, I had the
Yeah,
same
for
issue actually.
example, like for example, on my behalf, like I couldn't really talk because I had to have my headphones in, but like I can't use my actual gaming headphones for Discord.
Mhm.
So I had to have my headphones to listen to the game. No, actually, said it the wrong way around. I had to use my TV as the actual game audio, whilst
Yeah.
muting my own Discord mic, so that I can hear you guys as well whilst playing.
But you couldn't
Yeah.
like.
That's how I had to work out.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you still won.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
still won.
I don't know how I won. At the end of the day,
Oh, you got lucky.
you know,
Yeah,
we've
it's
said it like 1,000 times. It was luck. End of the day.
That's
There's,
I mean,
there's
there were
no
faster
putting,
people.
there's
There
no
were faster
putting down
cars.
you doing well though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I do
Right.
think it's still 60% driving, 40% luck. Still driving at the end of the day because
Go with that.
you know
You do need some driving skill.
Yeah, well, the thing is that you're stellar because you had the same car as Alex. You are quick in that thing. You've just, you just run into stuff. So.
I do like that still a lot, and
Yeah.
yeah, you can be quite quick in it. And I was doing quite laps, but it's got caught in traffic, so couldn't do
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
pretty sure we have like loads of clips showing now like of like certain like stuff that happened. What was like key? I think there's like a clip of like me on like the second to last race. Like I was in third and I took the curb and I rolled. Well, I had a very two-wheeled moment and that cost me third. If I didn't do that, then the whole the table could have been a lot different.
Mhm.
Same again with like Alex and Hellride, how he DNF very early. Same with Danger Man, how he DNF very early again on Hellride, and then
Yeah.
basically that's like everybody had a
As I said, a lot of should
Yeah.
haves, a lot of would haves, but Liam still won, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I think we
a
can all
lot of
agree
people could have
Danger Man was the most unluckiest person there. He, without a doubt, probably had the fastest car there.
yeah.
like
he,
that-
he had the
that-
fastest
That
car.
Super Venom
by far.
is ridiculous.
The Motor City lag incident with him is
Yeah.
so unfortunate.
Yeah,
It was a good race between me and him. Everyone else had a crash. We had the top two, and that was that really.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
but he's not
I
here
would
to
also
explain
say-
it, so we won't explain it. So if
Yeah.
anything, it's just a
No, no.
So,
I will
yeah.
also give an honorable mention for Lombo as well because he is playing on a different server. So we
Yeah,
have
he
a very
has to
different
deal with a
rating.
lot of lag.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why he
Yeah,
has
you
to
don't
use the Nexus, because
yeah, 'cause the Nexus is his best car. It's also smallest in terms of hitbox. It's not likely to get hit, but it'll still get hit anyway.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, of course, if he's in anything that's like rear wheel drive or anything bigger, if he jumps, it'll jolt to one side and just So yeah,
It's
so yeah, he had to use that, but
well.
at the end of the day, he still did well in
He's
that.
still done well.
Yeah,
Still done
so no complaining. Right. Is there anything else on the Wreckfest tournament that we need to talk about? I thought we were going to debate so much more, to be fair.
There's not much to debate. I mean,
We're over the so at this point.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
I mean,
really
if you
annoyed.
talked about
I
this,
should have
don't know,
won.
the day after.
I should have won. I had
I
the
should've
best car. I had the best car.
I should have not won, but I won. So there it is.
Yeah. I just got caught up in bullshit. Anyway.
I'm happy with second.
Well, I'm not happy with ninth. So, at the end of the day, at least I can improve on that relatively easy in the next go. So that's what I'll plan to do on the next one. Maybe in the summertime. Don't
I'm like,
don't
Well,
say that.
This is getting
Don't-
recorded.
Yeah.
I also also like Ninetales was in the rec test. Like I know a lot of people have been like saying like, "Where's Ninetales?" Well, he wasn't in the rec test one. We don't know, but there was a reason why he's like stopped doing like GTA
We
filming,
don't.
or was it
Yeah.
just like
He doesn't.
So-
Ninetales
I think Ninetales
no
just
communication
prefers
at all.
Yeah,
with
Ninetales
anyone
is the
for
sting.
Ninetales.
Ninetales is silent.
Yeah.
Ninetales
They are
is an
an
innocent-
entity that appears sometimes.
All
then
we,
disappears,
all we know
and
about
we don't know.
Ninetales is
It's
that they
very
join the
bloody
party and they join the
Sometimes.
party and all they put in when they sign
Very
up
good
is
breakfast.
yep or in.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the only kind of so we don't know. It's just
The bloody
it's a
quick
ghost.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Very good
Nightshade is
Wreckfest.
probably the fastest person
Like,
in filming on Wreckfest.
On Wreckfest,
100%.
yeah, probably.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Another, yeah.
Oh, Lado, you're not going to show your creation.
Oh, I am. If you remember on the last
You
podcast,
lot are not ready for this.
on the last podcast, I told you about my Xbox controller issues, about the fact that my hands are so big. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, I made it. I actually did make it. So I've got my trigger extenders, which are teaspoon handles. So, I mean, I'm quite proud of that. I mean,
You know what? It's a good job. You've done well.
I
would've
didn't
just
do
been-
well. I didn't do
No,
well.
I mean
clearly.
the
You
actual
improved.
controller.
I didn't
But-
improve because I've realised I actually got taught during this filming session that I need to not, because I've been changing down too far, and I need to
Yeah.
blip the throttle and stuff like that. So,
Some people do, some people don't. But
yeah.
I think it helps.
but the good thing is that at least on my channel I've got the sort of me using this, so that's quite good. So yeah,
Comment,
Generally speaking, Lado, what you need to do is you need to keep in mind what sort of vehicle you're driving. A Corvette with a V8 will have loads of torque regardless, right? It'll have
Yeah.
power regardless. So you can stay in a higher gear out of corners to get your power down better.
yeah,
In an RX-7, a Skyline, a turbo car,
Yeah, you got to be.
you're
at the
gonna
top of
want to
the average.
change down because
the
you're
power- all the
gonna
power's
want
at
to
the
be
top.
near the power.
yeah. The talk about no, I get that, and that's obviously this is in my defense. This is higher up stuff. So if anything, I'm just kind of improving as much as I can. So you know,
From where you started to where you are now, you came a long
well, I
way,
only
to be
started
fair.
playing a year ago.
Yeah, and you're
So I mean,
still pretty decent.
yeah.
I mean, you're here anyway.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Paid me way in. But I am here. And yeah, so
Okay, we don't actually do pays, by the way. So if
no,
you pay like
don't.
millions of pounds,
We're all just mates having a laugh. making
That's
videos.
it. That's
more or
it.
less
And we do have a laugh.
I mean, if you do have a million, please pay it to my end instead.
yeah,
That'd be great.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then
just,
Liam can share it through
share the love.
everyone.
Yeah.
Hey Liam, everyone loves a trier. Everyone loves a trier.
Give me 100 grand and I could buy 3 of my dream cars right there and exist for a nice time. You know?
So no, what I'll do, like,
RX-7,
RX-7 and RX-7.
RX-7, FD, FR, whatever they're called. But
FD and FC.
yeah. But yeah, so that's all the videos that we are actually talking about. Is there anything else that anyone wants to talk about particularly? I'll open up the floor to anyone. Or if anyone's happy.
how long have we going?
What about
We-
Top Drive, Lado?
We have been going for 36 minutes. We'll get onto that anyway.
46 minutes, I don't believe.
We were going for an hour and 36 minutes.
You said.
That makes more sense.
What did I say? Did I say 36 minutes?
Yeah.
You
Yes,
just
you
said
did.
36.
That's quick.
Oh, right. I probably just went,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, all right then. So yeah, we will of course say goodbye then. So to my right, to your right as well this time. So we have the lovely lady that is Gliska, and you can find Gliska on her Twitter, which is RareGliska1 at RareGliska1 on Twitter. Down here is Liam. You can find Liam on his Twitter, which is at LiamT007. Don't
Yeah,
ask me
if
why.
you wanna, if you do make funny memes of my scream, you can
Yes.
send them to me.
Yes,
Why
send,
not?
send the memes to Liam. That would be fun.
So he can add you to his block list.
Yeah, so he
You
knows
know
who to
what?
block.
I have not blocked a single person on Twitter.
Challenge,
that'll
challenge accepted.
Oh no.
Please don't spam me, please.
Down here is at Impega14, if you want to follow what
Yep.
he's doing. And the other person who
Not
was
a
on
lot.
cam. Yeah, not a lot. Just talking about Fords, basically. So, and here is, I haven't written down your.
I don't
Yours,
even
you-
know it, so yeah. Whatever.
You,
I
just
don't
just
really-
putting you in on Twitter, I'm sure he'll come up.
Yeah. Find one of them.
And you can find me on the YouTube show, The Lado Show, if you want to give that a subscribe. Alex isn't listening to this bit, so it's fine. Hey, everyone subscribe to The Lado Show. Everyone unsubscribe from the Danger Man channel.
If Alex doesn't
No one
get as
subscribes
far
to
as the
Yeah.
okay, a reminder before we go. 5K likes, and we do an hour of the straight line.
5K likes, we do an hour of the straight line. Subscribe to the Lado Show, and
Also play Liam scream again.
And that would be
Yeah.
here it is.
That needs to be the outro. You should edit the music for the outro just to be Liam's scream.
Yeah,
So-
like
yes.
Alex's song, but with Liam screams.
Oh, do you know what? There could be someone that could do that and be like, Oh, God. If someone could do that, that would be amazing. If you're in the Discord, obviously join the Failrace Discord. You know, the clip is up there. And yeah, that'll probably be in memes when this goes out.
We should pin it in memes.
Yeah, we'll pin it in memes. The channel in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, do so already, please, because it is great to just talk to so many of you.
It's a good place.
And spam Liam. Right. Okay, so I know the ending joke is that we talk about top drives, and because it's boring, cut it off. But
great.
Good news, right? I don't have to do that joke this time. I've got top drives.
Actually
And,
been playing it.
like, for
And
real,
he's already obsessed.
I'm already obsessed with top drives. So let me talk to you about some of my cars.